Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Parker Studios, and this is the first video on this channel. Um, so basically, with the channels, I had a stop motion account with Parker Studios and another with Parker Player. And videos on my Parker Player account just weren't doing good at all. So I wanted to start over. Maybe YouTube recommendations will kick in because I'm a new channel, and I'm going to try to upload more with Minecraft. And in today's video, we're going to be looking over all of old Gotham. And so yeah, let's get started with these buildings up here. So first, I want to talk about this building. This building is actually one of the newer buildings that I built, and the whole idea behind it was to bring in some French architecture to make it feel old, make the city feel old, and give it a nice aesthetic. And it's next to this MF sign, which I would have put like the whole name MF Doom, but I couldn't fit it, so I just put MF. And yeah, I really love his music. I really love that artist. So yeah, I just wanted to put a little reference to him. And then below it, we have this little homeless area. And the whole idea behind this area is that they would look off and see all these buildings and glass tall structures just everywhere. And they would see themselves in this like poor area. And yeah, it was just kind of have more homeless shelters and like areas across the city. And yeah, if you follow the walkway under the bridge and over here, you'll actually get to this underground area. I want the city to have a bunch of underground areas. I want there to be a whole underground, like, flooded subway system. But in this, we have a nice little bar with a pool table and a little glass so you can look out onto the bay. And yeah, it's pretty basic, but it does what it needs to do. And yeah, um, yeah, it brings some variety to the buildings. Going to this one, we have just some unique designs using some of the new blocks that they added, like recently, these with the copper. And then we have a building that was based off of some concept art from Arkham Knight for Founders Island. It's not 100% complete, but it does look nice from the front. Going over here, we have my least favorite building in the world, which is this. It's so ugly. I cannot stand it, but it will stay because I do not have the effort to change it. So yeah. Then we have this little diner building, but no interior, sadly. And this is supposed to be a billboard, but um, yeah, I just don't have the effort to put in banners. And it actually has this little underground area for cars because I want the freeway to seem like it's built over everything. Like this is Founders Island, Old Gotham, and I want the freeway and everything on the freeway to seem very new. And like the freeway is built after everything else, so that's what I want the vibe to be. And then above the diner is this little pillar area that holds up the monorail. And the monorail is stretching all across this island. It's just connected over there. So yeah, coming onto this street, we have some parkour across the roofs, and you have this hotel sign. It was just really to break up this building because the building is copy and pasted. And yeah, it's really nice. It's connected to these buildings. This is my favorite building in the entire world, this world. And it just kind of adds some diversity to the skyline. And yeah, it looks really nice. And it's next to this building, which is based off of the building across from the courthouse in Arkham Knight, or Arkham City. And yeah. This whole area is probably the most complete in the city. We have at the very far end Monarch Theater, and you just go across, don't mind that, but you go across and come down here, and you have Leslie Tompkins Clinic right here. It's very nice, or as nice as it gets in Gotham at least. Some pink walls to just add some color. It's not really based off of anything. I don't even think it's complete, but yeah. The reason there is no windows, is because it didn't connect to the outside, so I had to add the skyline at the very top to kind of add some more diversity. It's very plain. Hopefully by next video, no promises, but I'll have an updated version of it that I can show you guys. Now let's go over to Monarch Theater. It's not really based off of anything, um, but yeah, it's just kind of here. I guess the parking garage is based off of Arkham City and Arkham Origins. And yeah, it leads to a bunch of alleyways, which is really nice, and it's kind of, no, I don't want to say the centerpiece, but it was the first building on the world to be complete, and I really love it for that. So up here in this area, you had like where you'd get your ticket, where you can go in and get your ticket, and then you could pretend these are tickets. Over here is where you get your popcorn and snacks, and then up here there's 3 levels. Um, it's just to add some more seating to the whole place, but when you look at it from this part, it looks really nice. And yeah, you could pretend they're watching Romeo and Juliet or just really any play. But yeah, it just has a structure, and you can tell from the back that it's definitely not real. It's just a set piece. And the whole idea behind this background piece is that that Monarch Theater is closed down, and yeah, they didn't even have the time to put it down. It just kind of became abandoned after the death of the Waynes. And yeah, in the back you have where they put their costumes and put on their makeup, and at the top they'd have where um, people would shine lights on the actors. There's actually an alleyway too for the actors to get into the building. Yeah. Now, if Bruce Wayne and his parents were watching the movie, they'd be sitting right here. So they would exit to this building from this door, which leads to Crime Alley. And Crime Alley is not 100% complete, but it is a very nice viewing point. You walk out and you see this lamp, and next to it are where the Waynes died. And you have one flower for both parents, Martha and Thomas Wayne. But it's really nice. There's a sign over here that signifies that it is indeed Crime Alley. And yeah, if you go to the top up here, you actually have a Riddler trophy, and I could just imagine Batman grappling to it and just finding the Riddler trophy. There's Riddler trophies all across the city that we'll get to. There's also parkour across the city, which I really like. The city looks best, I think, from this angle, because you kind of get to fill in everything. And yeah, you get to see a lot of stuff, a lot of the skyline. But going to the front again, you have some more like storefronts, like this clothing store over here, and this barber shop over here. Just show that the city is indeed a city and just not like a front. And then over here at this corner area, you have this convenience store that you can actually go in. Yeah, just uses the bookshelves, the new bookshelves we got. And then on this we have, like, this is based off of some concept art from Arkham City, but I just turned it into a bakery, just a bake, no interior, but it doesn't really need to have an interior. It's also next to this brick building, which is next to this little cemetery. And if you kind of look at it from this angle, you can almost get a good view of Wayne Tower, which we'll go into in the next video. You can look at it from the outside here right now. So yeah. And then you have the Red Bridge, of course, that connects this to other island. I don't even have a name for it yet. But yeah. Following the trains, you get to the church, which is next to the GCPD, which we won't go into in this video. But you have the church, and you can go inside it. It's pretty basic design, but at the same time, it kind of brings more depth to the city. It also looks bigger from the inside than it seems. It looks bigger than it seems. And then it's connected to a bell tower, which you can go all the way to the top and see the actual bell. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's it for the church. You have this little area for the priest to talk to confess your sins. But yeah, that's the church. Then we have the GCPD, which is not complete, but we'll go into it in another video. But across from the GCPD, you have this little club looking building that has two nice skylights on them. And that connects you to this street, which is like kind of a residential area for Gothamites, if you were to call them that. And you get some underground area because of the freeway that's built over the city. And actually, it gives you this really nice viewpoint if you look at it from over here. Kind of has a bunch of layers to it, and I really like it. Yeah, I think this section of the city was the first section to be done, which I really like because it brings some diagonal buildings, especially down here. Adds some layers to the city, which I like. And over here, you actually have my house, which is fully furnished, complete. At the bottom, you have this little living room area, kitchen, dining room, bathroom, library, a little study area, pretty nice. Over here, my bedroom. I know it looks pretty basic, but I really want to just familiarize myself with building interiors. And yeah, then you have another bathroom. Up here is a map area where I actually put a map of the entire city. It's actually not up to date anymore, which is really funny, I think, because I just started outbuilding myself when I could place down maps. But yeah, you can probably already notice it being outdated, but yeah, it's just a nice overview. And then on the top floor, you just have you have a nice chill area where you can just kind of relax. And over here, you have your farm, and yeah, there you have it. There's actually an open window over here, so you can go back out into Gotham, so I don't have to swing through the bottom and make my way up to the top. And over here is actually this other French style architecture next to the GCR. And inside the GCR is actually this Riddler trophy, another Riddler trophy. And yeah, there's also another train. This is not going to be the only train design. I want there to be two railways, and on this railway, it's going to be the bullet train. On this one, it's going to be more of a subway. There's also another little gargoyle on this almost Lego Batman 1 type of building. And you can get a nice view of Wayne Tower. So yeah, going over here, you have the Solomon Wayne Courthouse. It's not complete, but it does look good from the front. It's not really based off of anything, but I really like the texturing I did. And it's connected to this little unfinished area. I wanted Founders Island to not be fully complete and have these more nature-esque vibes. And yeah. And here we have Wonder Tower, which will go in. It's not 100% complete, obviously, but really nothing is. The parkour is the same from the game. So yeah, you have the elevator. You can go up to the top and take down the guards from the game. If you haven't played Arkham City, I 100% recommend it. The only thing that actually isn't complete is the top floor, which we'll get to through this way. Grappling up here. And going through this little section. And into the grates. It's not complete because I couldn't fit it, and I didn't want to make the building taller or any bigger. I wanted Wayne Tower to very clearly be the biggest building on the island. If you guys really want to see a really good Wonder Tower, go check out Board Gotham's videos. Very nice, high quality stuff. Then over here we have another corner building connected to this other taller angular design. Yeah, it has some power lines attached to it. Kind of a Batman 1989 aesthetic. Over here you have another brick building, which connects to this little area. And over here is a laundromat you can go inside. Just a bunch of laundry machines. And then bathrooms for men and women. It's connected to this broken down building I really like. It's not that detailed, but I didn't really want to put in the effort. It's also connected to this abandoned building. I want this whole area of the city to be abandoned. And I want Tim Drake's apartment to go somewhere over here from the animated series. From that one episode where Tim Drake joins Batman and becomes Robin. So yeah. Flying over here, you can see some more like unfinished projects I started. And then all the way over here is the church. There's no interior, but the whole idea behind it is that it'll kind of be a Batman Hush reference, with the sides being a graveyard. And yeah, it's not complete, but it looks really nice, I think. Especially from afar, it looks very layered, which I like. And that'll bring you full circle around the entire city, where you have some more storefronts and more buildings. The city is looking really nice, I think. In the next video, I think we'll probably look at Wayne Tower, and then the video after that, we'll probably look at the GCPD before moving on to a showcase of what I have done on the other island. One final thing to look at before I leave you guys is this entire area of the city. It's really nice. It kind of has more of a fantastical design, more Tim Burton-esque buildings with overhangs. And yeah, I really like the design. It looks really nice. And yeah, I'm really happy with the city and the way it is right now. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys have any more building ideas, let me know in the comments, and I might be able to put them in. Like if you want to see something like Joker's hideout, I'll try to put it in, or Riddler, or just any building, I'll try to put it in. Another thing I've been working on is a bunch of Easter eggs to put across the city. So if you guys have any like ideas for any of those, please let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.